My name's Taylor and you're watching my YouTube channel. This is my first YouTube channel, my first time on here, so we're gonna do a little Q&A, get to know me. I do have a pretty decent following over on TikTok, and you can also find me on Instagram. But like I said, this is my first time on YouTube, so let's get to know each other. I have some questions on my phone. I asked on Instagram and I asked on TikTok. Instagram, your response was much higher, thank you. Let's roll into the questions. How old are you and when is your birthday? Okay, that one's an easy one to start with. I am 27 years old and I was born on December 31st, 1997, and I am also a twin. Can you tell us more about your relationship / family timeline? Well, yes, I can. So I met my husband, TJ, when I was 18 years old. He was 20 at the time. We met through an ex of mine, actually. We met at a party, which back then I did not party at all. It was a crazy time. So I met him. I didn't really remember meeting him the first night. I do remember his smile, and that just kind of won me over, and the next day had me thinking about him for sure. So we meet, we get together about a month later, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. We jumped in very quickly. We got a dog together, I think 6 months of dating. And then we moved in together very shortly after that. About 2 years later, we bought a house. We got married in 2019. I was pregnant with our son Max, so we just got married at the courthouse, but later on, we ended up having a wedding. It was absolutely beautiful. Then we had our son Max in January of 2020. Fast forward, we had our daughter. I got pregnant with her when our son turned 1 year old, and then we had her in October of 2021. We moved back in with my parents shortly after that, and we started building the house we're in now. And then a couple years later, I got pregnant with our son Leo. He is almost 6 months old. I had him December of 2024, and there he is. What you wish you could tell yourself as a first-time mom? Ooh, a good one. Okay, as a first-time mom, I wish I could have told myself not to worry so much. Follow your instincts. Being a mom is just so instinctual, and I wish I followed my instincts more than went to Google as a first-time mom. Moving right along. What is the big tattoo on your arm, and how many tattoos do you have? Good one. Okay, this big tattoo on my arm is of my papa. He was undoubtedly my favorite person in the entire world. He passed a few years ago, and I just wanted something to remember him by. Like I said, he was my favorite person in the whole world, and this tattoo means a lot to me. I do have to get it touched up, though. It's kind of getting a little blurry. How many tattoos do I have? Good question. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm gonna go with 11. Final answer. What is your favorite food? My favorite food. So I hyperfixate on foods. I would say my favorite food right now is probably like Chick-fil-A chicken tenders. They're literally so good, I could eat them every day. My favorite food of all time, I guess, would probably be like seafood? I don't know, that's kind of a classification. I'm not giving like a good answer, but that's pretty much it. How many kids do you have and how old are they? I have 3 kids. My son is 5, my daughter is 3, and my baby is 6 months old, almost. Leo is entering the chat. Why are you so pretty? You're sweet, and I'm gonna go with I get it from my mama. What inspired you to start creating content? This is a good one. So what inspired me to start creating content? I started following a content creator by the name of Emily Kaiser. I love her so much. I love her content as a mom. I think she's just a light in this world, and I don't know her personally, but her content just brings me happiness, and it was something I looked forward to watching every single day. Yeah, Mom! You said Mom! We got that on video! You did Mom? Mama? Mama. Good eye booger. Oh, eye booger! Okay, got it. Anyways, that's what inspired me to start creating content. It's not as much of a what as more of a who. What is your favorite form of exercise? I love this question. I used to not have the best relationship with exercise because I didn't have an exercise that I really loved. I would say these days I am absolutely in love with walking. I walk usually every single day. And then I also really like Pilates. Pilates is more new, but I do really enjoy it. I don't enjoy strength training so much. But yeah, walking and Pilates, definitely my favorite. I actually just recently did my first 5K, which I didn't know this, but when I when I lived at my mom's house, I basically did a 5K every day. She has this perfect like trail next to her house, and it's perfectly 3.5 miles from her house start to finish. Yeah, and I used to walk it every single day. Yeah, so it's basically a 5K every day. Slay. Do you have any hobbies you don't currently share with us? I don't think so. I mean, content creation is kind of like the only hobby I have, or like I would say walking is kind of a hobby. I don't know. I'm just mainly a mom and I do content creation. I don't really have any little fun side activities that I do. I mean, I painted pottery once. That was fun. What motivates you to become a better version of yourself? 100% my kids. My kids motivate me every single day. The hardest thing I've ever been through in my life so far was probably losing my papa. And if I didn't have my kids, I don't know that I would have gotten through that as well as I did. So definitely my kids, they motivate me to be better, and I love them so much. What is your favorite activity to do when you're feeling down? I would say getting ready. If I'm sad and not feeling my best, I think getting ready and just like physically like looking and feeling better helps me to get out of a little funk or anything that I'm in. Yeah, I love doing my makeup. It's, you know, that might be a hobby too, but I love doing my makeup when I'm sad. I love doing my makeup when I'm sad. I love doing my makeup when I'm sad. It definitely makes me feel better. Like I said, look better, feel better. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is pink, but it could also be tied with yellow. Those two are very close together. What is your favorite items that helped you postpartum? Whether that be healing items, comfort items, or breastfeeding. Sincerely, a woman's healthcare nurse. This is a great question. Postpartum for me has gotten, I don't want to say easier third child, but like I feel like I had it more down pat. What was the question again? Favorite items that helped you postpartum. Okay, so my favorite nursing bra of all time, which I wish I had with all 3 of my kids, is the Alley bra by the Little Milk bra. Oh my gosh. Is the Alley bra by the Little Milk Bar. Hands down, that was so nice to have postpartum. It is so stretchy, so comfortable. It made breastfeeding a lot easier. It's so soft, so it wasn't hurting my nipples or anything like that. Also, the nursing pads they sell, I loved those postpartum. I'm still wearing them. I'm still wearing both actually. But yeah, those are 2 really good items. And then I really loved my Haakaa. It was great in the beginning, and I still use it here and there, but just to collect milk and start creating a stash. I love a Medela hand pump. I don't really like pumps that plug into the wall. I don't really love pumping at all, to be honest, but if I'm going to pump or need to pump, I'm definitely choosing a hand pump, specifically the Medela one. This go around, since I had 3 kids, the biggest thing that I used postpartum was my baby carrier. I have a Wildbird carrier, and he lived in that thing, like lived. I had 2 other kids to take care of, and I just needed to be hands-free versus the other 2 times where I had a little less on my plate. But yeah, I think that's about it. Other than that, I mean, oh, actually, no. I had 3 C-sections, and my belly binder was a saving grace. I literally just used the one that the hospital gave me. No special one, nothing in particular. But like I said, it helped me so much because it just kept everything nice and tight. And after you have a baby, you feel like your belly's pretty empty, and especially a C-section, you're just like in a lot of pain, and you just need a little extra support in there. Are you a natural blonde? No, but I love you for asking that question. I am a natural brunette. My brown hair tries to take over. My roots are already coming back, and I just got my hair done maybe a month ago. But no, not a natural blonde. I would love to be a blonde forever though. Okay, so those are all the questions. That's just a little bit about me. If you have anything else you want to know, feel free to ask me questions in the comments. And I'm looking forward to this YouTube journey. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Bye!